Michael Beale avoids defeat in his first Old Firm derby, but the bigger problem is he didn't win it. Welcome back, guys, to Son of Scotland TV. Just got done watching the new Firm derby on New Year's Day +1. Why don't they have this on January 1? Probably because everyone would be pissed. But honestly, I don't think this game would have been much worse if everyone was pissed. It was like one of the worst games I think I've ever seen in the Old Firm. Neither team played well. I think Celtic edged the first half. I think Rangers edged the second half. I think Rangers were a lot better in the second half than Celtic, to be honest, and probably should have got the win, but they couldn't close it out. And I don't know what that was down to. I mean, he did make a lot of changes, Beale, late on. He brought a lot of defensive-minded players on for attacking players. Did they try and maybe close the game out too early? Should they have kept going and tried to find a third? Because, in my opinion, up until like the 80th minute, I think Rangers looked more likely to get the third goal than Celtic did an equaliser. But in the end, it was Kyogo with his first Old Firm goal. He done absolutely nothing in the game, but he managed to rescue a point. So you'll probably be happy with that. Well, let's talk about the start of the game. Rangers got off to a decent start. First 15-20 seconds, Ryan Kent with a shot for distance. Didn't really test Joe Hart, but he had to make a save. So, you know, it is what it is. Decent start. And then 4 minutes in, it is Maida with the goal. So, Morelos with the pass, it's misplaced. He gives it away with the pass, and it is a poor pass for Morelos. I'm not denying that. However, Tavernier has a chance to get rid of it. Goldson has a chance to put in a tackle against Maida, and none of them do this. And then Maida kind of like slots it underneath Alan McGregor. So I know people are going to blame Morelos here. He did give the ball away. It was a loose pass, but at the end of the day, there was two players for Rangers that had a chance to prevent this goal going in. Those being Tavernier and Goldson, and hell, even McGregor if you want to count the goalkeeper, and none of them could do that. So while it was a really bad pass from Morelos, it's not like it was a pass that played Maida clean through. He still had to get past Tavernier, he still had to get past Connor Goldson, and he done that. So it was a good goal for Maida. Good finish for Maida, but the defending for Rangers and the pass for Morelos just simply not good enough. Then talk about pass not being good enough. First half pretty much summed that up. A lot of passes that weren't good enough. I mean, a lot of this was shit. There was a lot of poor stuff here in this first half. A lot of passes just did not find their intended targets. Kent ended up hitting the post after Joe Hart saved it onto the post. He gave it away. Really, really poor for Joe Hart here. I don't rate Joe Hart. I think if you put pressure on Joe Hart, there's a bunch of mistakes in there, and he did make a mistake in the first half. Kyogo had a good chance to make it 2-0. Totally scuffed his shot, man. It would have been a good opportunity, especially for someone like Kyogo, but he swung at the ball and he completely, didn't he? Hit it. He mishit the ball completely. He barely got a touch in the first half, to be honest, and I mean, this would have been a touch that probably could have led to a goal, but like I said, he swung at it, completely missed it. We get into half-time. Rangers end at the first half on top. You know, they looked like they were pushing for an equaliser, and that's kind of how the second half started. Ryan Kent, lovely wee goal for Ryan Kent. I thought Sakala played well today as well. Sakala, his end product's shit, but he does, you know, he does have pace. His pace troubles the defence, and he's got like agility and power and impact. I think he's a good player. He is good. His end I wouldn't say he's a striker by all means. He's not a finisher at all, but you could definitely see signs in this game that Sakala does have something to offer. He set up Kent with a lovely finish, put it past Joe Hart. That was 1-1. Then Rangers got a penalty. At first I thought it was a penalty, then I seen a replay and I thought maybe he got touched it, but then I seen a second replay and nah, Starfelt just completely cleans out. He does clean out the Rangers player. I think it was, who is it? Was it Sakala? Yeah, it was Sakala. Yeah, so he catches him with his trailing leg. Definitely a penalty. Then Tavernier hits a great penalty, and you couldn't have asked for a better penalty than this. Right in the top bins, no one would have saved it. Joe Hart didn't even dive, so yeah, it is what it is. Tavernier right in the top corner. And then Rangers had a couple more chances. The longer the game went on, I thought Rangers looked more likely to score. Celtic were really, really poor today. They didn't really create anything. There was a couple of penalty appeals that got waved away, but nothing serious in my opinion. I don't think any of them were penalties. I think there was a few handball shouts, but apart from that, not a lot. And then they made some substitutions. I don't know why Jota didn't start, to be honest. Jota got brought on, and he looked lively when he got brought on. He looked dangerous, but he wasn't given that much time to do anything. Why Forrest started over Jota, I can only imagine that he wasn't fully fit, or he's carrying some sort of injury, because that just baffles me. But yeah, Celtic did get the equaliser, 2 minutes for time. 88th minute, Jota to Moy back into Jota to Giamakis managed to get the ball played into like the 6-yard box, and it was Kyogo running in. He just smashed it home to make it 2-2, and then there was 7 minutes he had it on time, but no one really created anything from this moment onwards, and it finished in the Old Firm derby, the first one for Michael Beale. Rangers 2, Celtic 2, so pretty boring game, to be honest. It wasn't a classic by any means. In terms of the result, I don't think any team will be happy with the performance. I think Rangers probably performed better than Celtic, but even then I don't think they were great. I thought they were okay in spells, but I don't think it was a great performance by Rangers. Definitely not. The first half was really bad. Celtic started pretty well and then just seemed to get worse the longer the game went on. It was really bad from them. So I don't think either manager, I think overall performance-wise, Beale will probably be happier with the performance, but I think Ange Postecoglou will be happier with the point because the gap stays at 9 and it was almost down to 6. So if you're the team that is in a winning position and then you end up drawing the game, you're going to feel obviously less happy with the point, but also considering that Rangers are trailing Celtic by 9 points in the league, it's a much better point for Celtic. Rangers needed this win to have any chance in the league and they didn't get it. So don't get me wrong, I thought going into this game, win, lose or draw, the league's already over. I don't see Celtic losing the league to Rangers at all. But if you wanted to make a case for Rangers winning the league, then I think if you wanted to make a case for title 56, then I think they had to get 3 points today, and they didn't. So that's it, guys. Really, really bad game here at FitBud today. Quality just wasn't there. I mean, anyone's watching this is like the best game. This is like, the top game in Scottish football. Anyone tuning in today to watch this, I don't think they would have been impressed. Definitely not. Alistair Johnston made his debut for Celtic. I thought he was okay, but okay is not really good enough. You know, he looked alright, but yeah, Juranovic I thought was shocking as well. So really, really poor there from Josip Juranovic. But overall, man, 2-2. Celtic will be happier to get a point. Really bad game. Hopefully the next two Old Firms are better, and I think this confirms that the league will be going to Celtic. Anyway, guys, that's it. Let me know your thoughts down below. I predicted 3-1. I got 4 goals. I guess I got the score, the amount of goals correct. Just didn't get the score line. And yeah, let me know what you guys think down below. Catch you in the next one. Till then, though, peace.